we're going to turn to Bruce Willis. Music. It has been almost 3 months since his family announced the actor would be stepping away from his career, music, after being diagnosed with aphasia. Time now for some of the biggest trending stories. We have a health update on music. Actor Bruce Willis as his wife prepares to release her upcoming book. Bruce was first diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia. At 70 years old, Bruce Willis, the beloved star who once defined courage and strength on the big screen, is now facing one of the most heartbreaking chapters of his life. For decades, audiences admired him as the fearless hero of Die Hard and countless other films where he always found a way to win. But today, that same hero is fighting a battle he cannot defeat. After a tragic diagnosis that has taken away his ability to do what he loves most, Bruce is slowly stepping away from the spotlight. His family stands by his side, cherishing each precious moment while fans around the world struggle to come to terms with the painful truth. This is not just the story of an actor. It's the emotional farewell of a man who gave everything to his craft and is now saying goodbye with the same quiet strength that made him a legend. Bruce Willis was born on March 19, 1955 in Ed Oberstein, West Germany, where his American father David was stationed as a soldier and his German mother Marlene worked to support their young family. When Bruce was 2, the family returned to the U.S., settling in Carneys Point, New Jersey, a working-class town that shaped much of his grit and humility. His parents were hardworking people. His father became a welder and mechanic, while his mother found work at a local bank. Growing up, Bruce battled a stutter that made speaking a daily challenge. But when he joined the school drama club, something remarkable happened. The stutter faded whenever he stepped on stage. Acting gave him confidence, and by his senior year, he was student council president, already showing the charisma that would define his future. After high school, he drifted through blue-collar jobs, guarding a nuclear plant, driving workers at a chemical factory, even working as a private investigator before finally realizing where he belonged under the spotlight. He studied drama at Montclair State University, but left early to chase his dream in New York City, tending bar in Hell's Kitchen while waiting for his big break. When Bruce Willis first appeared on television in Moonlighting 1985 to 1989, few could have guessed that the wisecracking private detective David Addison would become one of Hollywood's defining faces of the 1980s. Competing against thousands of hopefuls, Willis won the role that would change his life. His chemistry with co-star Sybil Shepherd lit up the screen, blending comedy and charm in a way that felt effortless and earned him both an Emmy and a Golden Globe. As fame arrived, so did the endorsements. Willis became the face of Serum's wine coolers, earning millions, though he later walked away when he quit drinking. A rare decision of quiet integrity in an industry built on indulgence. In 1988, he leapt from TV stardom to movie superstardom with Die Hard. As John Lan, the everyman cop trapped in a Los Angeles skyscraper, Willis didn't just play a hero, he redefined one. His bruised humor and vulnerability made Lan more human than any action figure before him, and audiences around the world embraced him. That same year, he showed a softer side in Blind Date and in Country, and even lent his voice to the talking baby in Look Who's Talking, revealing a versatility that went far beyond explosions and punchlines. The Nines brought triumphs and tumbles. Willis's fame soared with Die Hard sequels and the surreal brilliance of Pulp Fiction, where his quiet intensity gave the film its moral weight. Yet between box office smashes, there were flops. Hudson Hawk, Color of Night, and others that critics mocked, but fans quietly rented on VHS. He weathered each stumble with stoic humor, returning stronger in films like 12 Monkeys, The Fifth Element, and the blockbuster Armageddon. The latter rescuing not just Earth in the story, but Willis's own wavering career. In the 2000s and 2010s, he became the grizzled veteran of action cinema, appearing in everything from Sin City to Red to Looper. He even showed up in Friends, played himself in a Comedy Central roast, and surprised Broadway audiences in Misery. His later years were filled with cameos, voice roles, and nostalgic returns to the franchises that built his legend. Yet beneath the bravado, there was always a reflective edge, a man aware that his journey from a stuttering boy in New Jersey to Hollywood's ultimate tough guy was both miraculous and fleeting. His story feels less like an action movie and more like a bittersweet echo of a man who fought his way into stardom and quietly carried its weight ever since. In March 2022, the world was stunned when Bruce Willis's family announced heartbreaking news. The legendary action star had been diagnosed with aphasia, a cruel neurological disorder that steals a person's ability to communicate. He could think clearly, but the words refused to come out. The man, once known for his sharp wit and confident charm, suddenly found himself trapped inside his own silence. Then came an even darker revelation. By early 2023, doctors confirmed that Bruce was suffering from frontotemporal dementia, a progressive brain disease that doesn't just take away speech, but pieces of a person's very being. There was no cure, no treatment, just an irreversible decline. His family could do nothing but watch as the man they loved slowly disappeared before their eyes. Months later, in December 2024, his ex-wife Demi Moore tried to reassure fans by saying Bruce was in a stable condition. But that word didn't bring comfort. It only raised more questions. Was stable a quiet way of saying things had gotten worse? By that time, reports suggested Bruce could no longer form complete sentences, barely read, and struggled to walk or move without help. The same man who once performed his own movie stunts now battled to take simple steps. His wife, Emma Hemming Willis, confessed that watching his speech fade was terrifying, especially because she hadn't realized what was happening at first. Bruce had stuttered as a child, so when his speech began to change, she thought it was just that old struggle returning. She couldn't have imagined it was something far more devastating. Even more heartbreaking, Emma revealed that Bruce might not fully understand what's happening to him. He lives in a confusing in-between, aware yet unaware, present yet distant. Still, Emma has tried to fill his days with warmth, choosing love even when everything around her feels unbearable. But in August 2025, her decision to move Bruce into a separate home with 24-hour caregivers set off a storm of controversy. Was she abandoning him or saving him? Emma explained that Bruce would have wanted their daughters, 12-year-old Mabel and 10-year-old Evelyn, to grow up in a home filled with laughter and normally, not shadowed by illness. Yet, the decision tore her apart. She's not only a wife anymore. She's a caregiver, a mother, and a woman trying to hold her family together while watching her husband fade away. Her daughters miss their dad deeply. He forgets birthdays, school events, even the small gestures that once made him such a devoted father.